Good morning from Sequoia National Park here in California. It is mid-July and I decided to drive up from LA and spend the day hiking here in the park. I'm going to check out all of my favorite spots, my favorite trail here, and show you the best things you can do to fulfill a day here in Sequoia. I'm also going to camp tonight at the Watchtower campground, so come along and enjoy the adventure with me. Watch for wildlife. Apart from the animals that I saw at camp and on the trails, I saw this mama deer with her baby fawn who still had all the little white spots while I was driving through the park. Later that day, I spotted this traffic jam and realized there was a mama and her baby cub out in the forest. The GoPro didn't pick it up, but I got a good photo on my camera. Mama bear. Take a hike up into the high country. So this is Lodgepole where I'm camping tonight, and now I'm going to take the Lakes Trail. Bear print. So this morning I'm hiking to Pear Lake via the Watchtower and then coming back via the Hump. And this is one of my favourite trails in Sequoia. Reason being, it's not as busy as some of the other areas of the park, and you hike through the forest and then open up to the most incredible views of the High Sierra, and then ultimately a series of alpine lakes, which is just so serene and peaceful. It's already so warm, and this hike has some parts with this shade, but it's quite exposed as well. So I have bug spray. You can probably see I'm already fighting them off. Up in the High Sierra, it's guided me through the trail so far. There's a wet, grassy poo-poo. I've hardly passed anybody, I think 2 other people. Lots of signs of wildlife, like I've seen some poo and some bear prints, but sadly no wildlife yet. But I'm holding out that on this trip I am going to see my first bear of the season, because it's again not been a good start for me this year. I am going to Yellowstone later in the year, so hopefully that will change things. There's so many wildflowers, like these gorgeous orange ones. There's these cool fluffy ones, got yellow. And you can see it's all along the trail. So just ahead there's a grouse and a baby grouse on the trail. So there's the baby and the mama. It's just there. Beautiful. I'm going to venture slowly away now. That's it. Wow. And Mr. Bear, you're so pretty, aren't you? Look at you. So just behind me there is a black bear. It was literally right next to me on the trail and I didn't see it, and it made me jump out of my skin. Can I get a good picture, Mr. Bear? Hey Mr. Bear. Gosh, I love you so much, my babe. What you eating? Mr. Bear. So, hello again from the Watchtower Trail. So this black bear was up on the ridge, and I watched it for a little bit from the videos that you've seen, and I took lots of amazing pictures. And then it kind of seemed to get a bit annoyed that I was there, and I'd been shouting to try and scare it off, but nothing fazed it. So I chose to step away. And at one point it made the bluff noise, like the blowing its nose kind of sound, which is, that's it telling you it's uncomfortable. Now I've had a lot of bear encounters on trails before, and I know, you know, when you've outstayed your welcome, you can see the bear is just here. And it's actually following me on the trail, which is kind of weird, but it's not, I don't think it's interested in me per se. I think it's more interested in the flowers and stuff, but it is moving quite quickly. And I feel a little bit uncomfortable, so I'm trying to keep my distance. So every time it comes closer, I'm moving further away. Exhilarating. Whenever you see any kind of wildlife, you know, I think mentally when you go to national parks, because you know they're wild places and there is wildlife, but I think sometimes your mentality is, oh, maybe I'll see, and then, you know, 9 times out of 10 you're disappointed. So I've been to Sequoia 4 times, and twice now out of the 4 I've had a bear encounter, so I think that's a pretty good track record. But yeah, it got a little bit uncomfortable by the end. Like, he just felt like, I think he'd had enough of me watching him, and whilst I kept a distance and I have a zoom on my camera, he was through with me watching him, and I started to just get that vibe that he would prefer if I buggered off. So I did, and that's the thing, you know, it's great to watch the animals, but sometimes, especially with black bears, you are better to just scare them away. And yeah, try and spook them, because we want them to be scared of humans, right? That's how they stay safe, because all the times that they're scared of us, they won't come by us and won't try to steal our food and, you know, get too close. And that is what the National Park Service want, because it keeps the bear safe. Once they start attacking humans and coming too close, they get put down or relocated and stuff. So it's in their best interest and ours, if we like bears, to keep them wild. But yeah, that was incredible. And now I have to carry on and do not only have I still got like half the hike to go to the main point, and then got to come back. So I wonder if we'll bump into each other again today. Who knows? But for now, I'm going to focus back on the trail and hike into the gorgeous alpine lakes up ahead. This is the Watchtower. Wow. It's insane. So you can see all the way down into the gorge, the river, and that's descending from the alpine lakes up there in the high country. It's kind of hazy today because there's some smoke from wildfires in California, but it is gorgeous. So after the Watchtower lookout, the trail meanders around that vast canyon that you've just been looking at. I'll just show you the trail. It's pretty exposed with the granite rocks and a gentle incline around. So the trail has just come and descended slightly down into this area, and you can see some more gorgeous wildflowers dancing in the breeze. Lots of bugs. trail is carved against this granite. There's just some little tufts of grass either side. This is Heather Lake. You can see it glistening behind, but in my opinion, the next lake is the best one. The GoPro won't pick this up, sadly, but there's a yellow-bellied marmot over there. But I think he's just on the other side there. You might just see him now. He's come out. He's actually just on this log and he just dropped off.
Check out the visitor centre located in the Lodgepole area. This awesome visitor centre has lots of information on the park, including exhibits and the chance to choose your own movie. After my bear encounter, I felt it appropriate to watch a movie all about the bears of Sequoia. They also have a gift shop in here as well as a bookstore, and you can speak to rangers about recent activities in the park. Don't forget to pick up a park map and newspaper for the latest information on the parks. And across the road, you can find the marketplace, which has an amazing gift shop packed full of souvenirs, as well as groceries and other essentials. There's also a deli in there as well, so you can pick up a fresh snack. Wander amongst the giant forest and check out General Sherman, the biggest tree in the world.
So the trail down to General Sherman is 0.5 downhill, easy paved trail. So while the trail down to General Sherman is quite busy, the Congress Trail is a little quieter. It's a 2-mile loop paved hike that takes you around the forest and some of the other giant sequoias, and it's just a little bit more peaceful. So yeah, you can take it in a little bit more, enjoy the surroundings of the forest, the fresh air, the breeze. It's also quite shaded, which is quite nice. So yeah, I just figured I'd add on to the big guy and come and see some of the other trees. Be huge.
Take your time, enjoy.
Todos los especies que están vivos en el mundo.
This is my second season working here. Years old. You're going to start to notice that some of these sequoias, their top branches have started to die. It's just so much work to send all of that water to the very top.
So I've just got back from the Congress Trail and visiting with General Sherman. It's taken me an hour and 20 minutes, but I did stop for a ranger talk that was happening right at General Sherman. So they're really good here in this park, and I find all national parks are, but particularly the ranger there today, I think his name was Otto. He was really good, you know, giving lots of facts about the tree, but engaging with the crowd that were building around as well. And there's also a queue to have your picture with the tree. So I didn't queue today because I've had it done before. But what's really nice is people tend to take the picture for the people in front of you. So you just line up and everyone has this family picture with the tree. But But yeah, it was really, really good. A really nice trail actually. I definitely would recommend doing the Congress Trail. It's kind of up and down. It's not flat, but it is paved. But it's definitely family friendly. And yeah, it was just a really nice little hike. I think I've just clocked in just under 3 miles, or just over 3 miles. But yeah, if you have the time, I definitely would recommend doing that, especially if you're not a big hiker and you don't fancy going out in the high country. It's a really good option. So yeah.
See the incredible views from Moro Rock.
Yeah, no.
I don't want it.
I don't either. And I'm not high, it's just me.
Poses, like, you know, she sees all those Instagram and TikToks and all that. Wait.
I see all the Instagram, TikTok people falling.
It's almost at the top, and this is General's Highway, the windy road I drove up this morning, and down in that valley is 3 rivers, and then the lake way off in the hazy distance.
Hey, did you ever see those cubs?
That's the view. That's the Kings Canyon in Sequoia Wilderness just up there. Kings Canyon is way in that distance. And one last push to the top. Lots of warning signs. So it genuinely took me 11 minutes to walk the 350 steps up here, but it was so worth it. The views are amazing. That's looking down into 3 rivers, and then beyond it is the Central Valley, and on the other side is the High Sierra. And there's a little queue forming of people to get a picture at like the very end of the walkway, but actually the views are the same wherever you are, so if you're in a rush you don't need to worry about it. So Moro Rock was amazing, and as I was driving back out from there, I ran into a mama bear and her 2 cubs again, so I got to take a few more pictures, and then it was time to head here and yeah, set up my camp for the night.
Sleep under the stars in one of the park's campgrounds.
But pretty standard national park campground. So there is a picnic table and a fire ring. Now, the picnic table and the fire ring, I'm camping here tonight and there is a bear right there.
I've also stayed at the Sunset Campground previously as well, and I think they have some pretty awesome campsites here in Sequoia. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe.